you want to play the video, the music?
Are you not going to play the testimonials?
Okay, well, it's live.
I hope everyone's doing well. We are very lucky to be part of GL Smart. I actually gifted so much because I know later on I'm gonna receive so much, and that will give me the opportunity to even give more. And I'm here with beautiful Marina. She's actually part of GL Smart as well. We're excited for GL Smart to go public in 2 days. I predict very beautiful future for this beautiful platform, and I thank you admins, I thank you developers and members for letting this beautiful platform to be in reality. We're excited for the future for it. Gift more, because we are giving more, and then you will receive more.
Muchísimas gracias a GL Smart. Esto ha sido maravilloso y va a hacerlo mucho más. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad, I'm grateful. Thank you, GL Smart.
Hi guys, just a quick thank you to all the organizers, developers, admin staff, and just the wonderful, incredible souls I'm meeting on this GL Smart journey. It's absolutely amazing. I've got to check my wallet between clients. I've got to check it the minute I wake up in the morning. It's absolutely amazing. I've received probably in excess of 30 gifts in the last 24 hours, and not to mention the days before that. And I cannot wait for the big opening, the big launch on Wednesday. So much love and gratitude to you all.
Kamala ngithokozile kwasithole oselokishini encane ethi iJustWet. Bafethu azi ngijabulela ukuba yilunga le-GL Smart Technology. Wozani bafethu sojoyina sonke ningasabi ngoba leli thuba lilodwa alibuyi futhi kabili. Wozani bafethu sojoyina i-GL Smart Technology okuyindlela entsha yokuphila bafethu. 18 kuyaphezulu ukujoyine, ungajoyina ungazi ube mnyaka emdala kangakanani ngoba awusebenzisi mhlawumbe imishini, cha, sebenzisa nje ifoni yakhe i-smartphone ukuze ukwazi ukujoyina. Okay.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Zoom call, and we are so honored this evening to have Velissa with us, who's going to be co-hosting with me. Velissa, how are you this evening?
Good evening, everybody. It's so nice to see all your beautiful faces. I'm very well, thank you. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, thriving Thursday. First Thursday of August, is it? No.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It is, yes.
Okay, Velissa, do you want to play our intro song while I just get more people to hop onto the Zoom?
Absolutely. If you can just make me co-host, then I can gladly do it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You just jumped away there. There we go. Here comes Hercules as well. We can just welcome him as well. Maybe before you play the music.
Pampis sage ich jetzt einfach mal.
There we go. You can play.
In a world that moves too fast, we forget what's meant to last. Not the gold, the fleeting fame, but the kindness in a name. I've seen hearts light up the dark from just a spark, a selfless mark. What we give is what we grow. A little love and let it flow. This is the gift of legacy, a life that gives so generously. We rise, we lift, we plant the seed to share a gift, a true It's not the things we keep inside, but the open hands we never hide. A smile, a meal, a listening ear can make a stranger feel sincere. And every act, no matter small, becomes a step, a higher call. We build a bridge, we mend the seam, together living out the dream. This is the gift of legacy, a life that gives so generously. We rise, we lift, we plant the seed, to share the gift, to truly be a bond that flows when hearts believe. We share to receive. This is the gift of legacy. So don't wait for fortune's hand, just give a little where you stand. Your love, your time, it all can grow like rivers down the mountain snow. Hey! This is the gift of legacy. It lives in you, it lives in me. We rise, we lift, we plant the seed, to share the gift, to truly be. Abundance flows when hearts believe. We share to receive. This is the gift, the gift of legacy.
I just love that song, Melissa. It's so beautiful, and it's even more special that we can read the lyrics now while we listen to it.
Beautiful, beautiful song. You know, we give, we receive, hearts full of joy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. I'm just so grateful to be a part of such an amazing community. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for joining us this evening.
Thanks, Melissa. And a very special welcome to Hercules, who's also joined us this evening. Hercules, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you very much for asking, Adele. Yes, indeed, I agree with Melissa. That song, the words, it's just a pity we have so few people on this. I don't know how many is on the Spanish call, but this is a song with words that needs to be heard by many people. Just beautiful. And thank you very much for whoever was responsible to bring the lyrics to this song. It is amazing, really beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks, Hercules. Yes, we do have a dual translation Zoom in the Spanish community. I'm going to very shortly share the link in the chat for you. But if you can just reach out to your communities and let them know that this Zoom is happening. It's a very important Zoom this evening, and we really would like everybody from all of our language groups across the world to join us and at least to watch the recording, because this is Gift of Legacy. Just like the song said, this is what it's all about, and we really would like you all to be there. Thanks, Melissa, for sharing that link. So we're going to go straight into a presentation, and this presentation is going to be the basis for the Zoom call. It's going to be conversational, so Hercules and Melissa will be adding in during the presentation. Gift of Legacy was created and launched on the 10th of January 2022, and we're an evolving community. And it's time now to bring everything together and really to explain Gift of Legacy to you. So that's what it's all about. So Melissa, if you wouldn't mind driving, I'll do the talking, you do the driving, and we'll chat as we go. So we just want to welcome you to Gift of Legacy, a gifting activity that is creating abundance across the world. Tonight, we are going to talk about Gift of Legacy and Gift of Legacy Smart. We can carry on. This is a quick disclaimer just to say that this presentation is for information sharing only, and it is not to be construed as financial advice. Not myself, nor Valissa Hercules, or any other Gift of Legacy presenter, or anyone in Gift of Legacy are registered financial or tax advisors. The information we are giving is only intended to give you an example of what you can expect as a participant. Let's see what it's all about. So what is a gifting community? We are called Gift of Legacy. What is it all about? Well, we encourage you to go and do some research about the topic sacred economics. Gifting communities trace back in modern era to about the 1960s, but we know it goes even further back in our histories. Gifting communities have been off the mainstream for decades. Why? Because it's how communities have helped each other. Gifting communities are 100% legal. In Africa, and especially in South Africa, where Gift of Legacy was created, Ubuntu is a culture within our communities where communities work together. It means I am because you are. Ubuntu is the philosophy that we help each other, that nobody exists on their own, that when one person thrives, the community thrives. And therefore, the Ubuntu concept is very much a core principle in Gift of Legacy. Gifting economies are also known as circular economies. And so those are some of the words that you can go and do some research about. It's really important that you do your due diligence when you are entering into any kind of activity or platform. So Gift of Legacy is a global gifting activity. Our community extends over most countries in the world. We have been uplifting communities since we launched back in January 2022, but not just financially. We have been creating abundance, yes, but also self-development. People have had to learn how to participate in online platforms, how to hop onto Zoom calls like this one, how to translate, and yes, how to use cryptocurrency to send and receive gifts across the world. Next slide. So, Gift of Legacy, when we launched in January 2022, Gift of Legacy is a website-based system, and you log into giftoflegacyglobal.com, and when you have joined with an inviter link that you get from a friend, you register, you verify your email, and then you log into giftoflegacyglobal.com, and this is what you're going to see. This is the landing page where you will see 6 boards. There are 2 starter boards, coal and bronze. Coal is a $25 gift value board. Then bronze is a $100 board. There's a $50 Ohana board, $400 silver board, and the gold board is $1,600. And then platinum is the 6th board on the website, which is $5,000. Now, when you log in, you will need to peek and then join a board. So this is actually my profile, and I am already participating on the first 5 boards, coal, bronze, Ohana, silver, and gold. I have not yet joined platinum because I have not completed my gold board. So you will see on platinum, it says peak. When it is my turn to join platinum, I will peak the board. A board will come up, and then I have to tick the little box that says join when I then open the board, and we're going to show you what those boards look like as well. So the 5 that say view are showing that I'm currently active on those boards. Users in Gift of Legacy must invite 2 people to be able to progress beyond the bronze board. So let's show you what the boards look like. In Gift of Legacy, you are going to journey through several boards. We're going to focus just on the bronze board and explain that to you, because when you understand how a gifting activity how you participate in a gifting activity using the boards, you will understand all the different levels. So on the bronze board, you will start as a gifter. When you enter the board, you will gift the legend, the person in the middle of the board. You will gift them $100, a gift to the value of that board. The legend, when they have received all 8 gifts on their board, will have received $800, 8 times $100. So this is a bronze board, and we're going to look at a yellow circle that says you. As we journey through the board, you are going to land as a gifter, and other gifters will land on the board. When a legend has received the first 4 gifts, they can fast track or go ahead and join the silver board. And we really encourage people to do that. With your first 4 gifts, use them to join the next board in Gift of Legacy. So that's what you're going to do. Other gifters are going to land on the board. The legend will now have received $800 in total. The board closes at this point for the legend. The legend moves off of this board, and the board splits into 2. The guides move into legend positions on their own board. And you, who were the gifter, has now moved into the builder position. You will invite at this point in time 2 of your friends to join you on your journey in Gift of Legacy. We do recommend that people invite 2 people to join them when you are in the builder position. However, this is not the only position that you can invite people from. The guide and the legend can invite somebody. But by the time you have completed your bronze board as a legend, you need to have 2 invitees. So this board is filled up, the legend moves off, and you have now moved into the guide position. There are your 2 invitees next to you as builders A and B, and they invite their friends to join them as well. Now look at that picture. You are the legend. You have invited, you were invited by the legend. You invite your 2 friends who are the builders, and they invite their friends. This is how we invite people 2 by 2 by 2, but it's not stopping anybody else from inviting. When one hemisphere or one side of the board fills up, like this one where there are 4 gifters on the left hemisphere, the guide can move off and become a legend on their own board. But this original board is not going to close until the other hemisphere is complete. So congratulations. There you are, your legend on the board, and now 8 gifters are going to land, gift you $800, but you only keep $300. You see, in Gift of Legacy, we use gifts that we receive to join the next board. So you've received your $800. Let's find out what happens to you next. Your board closes. You've already joined your silver board, but now you need to join your perpetual bronze board, your perpetual cycle. The goal of Gift of Legacy is for everybody to write the boards over and over perpetually. So when you join your perpetual board, if the original board you joined that you were on has not been completed, you will go there and join that board as a gifter. This is called the Ohana principle. Ohana means family, and it means we don't leave anyone behind. You will come back to complete this board as your perpetual cycle. Thanks, Melissa. So now you have finished your bronze board. You received as a legend $800, right? You used your first 4 gifts to join your silver board, and you keep your last gift, your 8th gift. Keep that to join your perpetual bronze cycle. That means you as the legend get to keep $300, which you can use to bless anybody or yourself or whatever you would like to do. $300 is yours to keep. So now we're going to summarize the Gift of Legacy boards and how we receive. Phyllis, can we just do one line at a time? Can we just do Cole one at a time, please? Thanks. So let's look at the coal board. The coal board is one of our 2 starter boards. So you can start your journey in Gift of Legacy on either coal or bronze. On the coal board, it is a $25 gift to join. The legend will receive 8 gifts, which is $200. The legend will use $100 to join bronze, and then keep 1 gift to join their perpetual coal, which means on their first round on the coal board, they will keep $75. But when they ride the board on the perpetual cycle, the second, third, fourth, and fifth time, they are already on their bronze board. So now they are keeping $175. We have another starter board, which is the next board, which is the bronze board, which I've now explained to you. There, the legend received 8 gifts of $100. The legend is going to use $400 to join silver, the next board in succession, and use $100 to join the perpetual bronze cycle to ride bronze again. On your first round, completing bronze, you keep $300. But when you have completed as a second, third, fourth time, you are already on silver. So you only need to keep 1 gift back to ride the perpetual journey, which means you keep $700 of your gifts that you have received. So those are the 2 boards that you can use to start your journey in Gift of Legacy. Thanks, Melissa. Now we have the silver board. Silver, the legend will receive 8 gifts of $400, which is $3,200. The legend, being a good steward of their gifts, will use the first 4 gifts to join gold for $1,600 and keep 1 gift back to join the perpetual cycle of silver. So on the first round, as a legend completing silver, the legend keeps $1,200, but on the perpetual cycle, the legend keeps a little bit more, $2,800. This is the power of the perpetual cycle. Every time you complete a board perpetually, you receive more. Now, gold is one of our favorite boards. It's really exciting to gift a legend $1,600, and as a legend, you will receive $12,800 in total. Take $5,000, phone a stranger, a legend, someone you don't know, and bless them with a gift of $5,000 and keep $1,600 to ride the gold board again. On your first round, you will keep $6,200, and on your perpetual cycle, $11,200. This is where you start seeing your legacy is growing. You are now being blessed abundantly, and you can look at fulfilling some of your dreams and wishes. Then we have the platinum board. You as a legend will receive 8 gifts of $5,000, which is $40,000 in total. Now, there is no higher board in Gift of Legacy. So whether you are on your first round or your perpetual cycle, you just have to keep 1 gift back, one $5,000 gift back to ride that board again, and you get to keep $35,000 on every ride that you go through your platinum cycle. So those are the 5 boards that take you to abundance. But Gift of Legacy doesn't just exist within a vacuum. Gift of Legacy is part of what we call a theme park. The train, the coal train, goes around the theme park. We've got 4 Ferris wheels to keep going, and therefore the Ohana board was created in 2024. Ohana represents the little shuttles that drive around a theme park. Ohana is a very special board. You join for just a $50 gift. The legend this time doesn't receive 8 gifts. The legend will receive 7 gifts, which is $350 in total. The system automatically joins you to the perpetual cycle And every time you complete an Ohana board, you as a legend get to keep $300. Now, the reason you are keeping 7 gifts and not 8, or receiving 7 gifts and not 8, is because there is a confirmed gifter on every board called the Ohana position. When Ohana positions reach legend, just like I reach legend and you reach legend, those gifts go to GGM. GGM is the non-profit organization that uses their funds to maintain, to develop, and to keep Gift of Legacy going. A website that extends across the world has fees that need to be paid daily, weekly, and monthly. And we do not have to pay any membership fee. We do not pay a joining fee. We just use a link, we register, and we join a board and gift a legend. We encourage everybody to participate in the Ohana board. You just join once for $50 and you keep riding the board. And those gifts that the Ohana legends receive will help to sustain Gift of Legacy, which means it helps to keep your legacy and my legacy alive. Look at the right-hand column of that table. Sorry, Melissa, if we can just go back to it. Look at the right-hand column. That is the goal of Gift of Legacy, is for each one of us to be riding the perpetual cycle of all 6 boards. So come on, come join the boards and let's ride them in sequence, and let's make sure that we join the Ohana boards too. Thanks. Melissa, Gift of Legacy, we've been doing these presentations for 2 years. We still get excited when we see those figures and we share the information.
You know, Adele, we've been doing it for longer than 2 years now, and I still get very excited, especially when I look at the perpetual cycle and, you know, just knowing how many people have been blessed perpetually, especially on the higher boards, and how many lives have changed and how many lives are still going to change because of giving gifts unconditionally.
Yep. Sorry, it's 3.5 years. Hercules, Gift of Legacy, going strong, alive and well.
Yeah, exactly, Adele. And, you know, if one casts your memory back to before Gift of Legacy was launched, and you think of the last 3.5 years, the energy, let alone the funding that had gone in, the energy from volunteers like yourself, like I can name them. It's absolutely amazing to have a community-based, call it platform, still going after this time. And it is just a pity that the whole world is not familiar with a Gift of Legacy and what it can bring. I'm just thrilled when you've gone through the presentation to actually just appreciate again what we have here. It is absolutely amazing, and I wish for everyone on this planet to be part of it. Thank you very much, Adele.
Thanks, Hercules. Well, absolutely. When most online platforms start, some of them last 3 months, 6 months. We've seen many come and go. We've seen people trying to do gifting activities online, but Gift of Legacy has really set a high standard and a bar. And 3.5 years down the line, not only is Gift of Legacy going strong, but we're evolving and developing. We'll get to that now. But Melissa, I just want to ask if you want to just touch on Gift of Legacy and the system and how everything's running, and that we are one community. Yes, we're going to talk about our new development now, but that Gift of Legacy is alive and well.
Gift of Legacy is definitely alive and well and still absolutely thriving. I'm loving how after 3.5 years, like you said, we are still here. Like Herky mentioned, we are community-based, from all the volunteers from day one that have been with us up until today, who are still committing, like yourself and like Anne, like everybody, Edgar's, all of them, who are still committing their time and energy into Gift of Legacy and still inviting and still building. It's just amazing to see. And goodness, the amount of testimonies that we've heard over the last 3.5 years, and I'm sure we're still going to hear for the next 3 decades and then some, because like we say, Gift of Legacy is something that you can leave a legacy for those you love. So it's willable. So if anything were to happen to you, Adele, I know for a fact that you'll be blessing all your profiles through to Sheldon, and Sheldon can continue your legacy and his kids, and therefore, and it'll just go on for generations to come. So Gift of Legacy is most definitely alive and it's still thriving. And we're just so eternally grateful to each and every participant who is continue to participate with us, continuing to ride the boards of abundance, and continuing just to give those gifts unconditionally. Because that's the key here. We're gifting unconditionally from a place of love. And the more you give, the more you receive. So I'm just so, so grateful that we were introduced to gifting and we were able to, with the help of the community, to create such a beautiful platform.
Absolutely. Melissa, you're talking about that unconditional gifting. So can I just ask you to maybe touch on some of the myths and misconceptions that people have about Gift of Legacy? I did mention it when I was going through the boards. We do encourage people to invite their 2 invitees from a builder position, because then your friend is right with you and you journey through the board. But we often get questions in support and admin, and people say, oh, there's someone on my board and they're not inviting. Can you remove them? What is the situation there? Please, can you explain?
We cannot remove. So if I join as a gifter on your board, Adele, and I gift you my unconditional gift of $100 from a wonderful place, and I'm blessing you with my $100, and it may take me a little bit longer than your second invitee who's on the board to actually start inviting. I may only start inviting from legend position, or I may only start inviting from guide position, but because I have given my unconditional gift, it guarantees me a spot on that board. I'm a confirmed gifter on that board. I cannot be automatic. I cannot just be removed. The legend can't remove me once I've been confirmed on that board. And a lot of people say, oh, but they're holding up space and they're blocking. No, we need to change our mindsets. We absolutely need to change our mindsets. We encourage people to invite from builder. I've seen people invite from gifter. I've seen people who've got dozens of people and have like, listen, we can't wait for everybody else to start building. I'm gifter number 1. My 2 invitees are going to be 2 and 3, and I'm inviting more. I'm going to put all my invitees on this board and we're just going to build and go. And guess what? If you're on a board like that, then you get the opportunity to receive and to feel blessed. And what happens when you start getting gifts? You realize, hey, wait a minute. If I reach legend position and I haven't invited my 2, I can't continue. So I better start inviting. So I need to have my 2 invitees in order for me to continue, so that I can join my silver board and I can join my perpetual bronze board. So yeah, everybody's got an equal and fair opportunity here to gift a gift unconditionally and to receive gifts and to invite as many users or as many people as possible that are like-minded and like-hearted. The suggested amount of people to invite is 2. However, you don't have to stop at 2. I know some people like yourself, Adele, who've invited more than 2 people into Gift of Legacy because you just can't stop sharing. And that is the amazing thing.
Absolutely. So, Melissa, when people are saying, why do the boards have to keep splitting? Some people say, my board's not filling up. Why do the boards have to split? This seems to be a big discussion in Gift of Legacy. Why do the boards have to split? I mean, I understand why they have to split, because if the boards don't split, the guides don't move to legend, the builders don't move up.
You just answered your own question.
The boards have to split, but maybe if it came from your mouth, people would hear it.
Okay, so imagine you are a guide on this board and there are 8 gifters on the board and all 8 gifters are confirmed, and everybody just sits on the board. you want to get to legend as well. You also want an opportunity to receive. And the gifters also want an opportunity to become builders. And the builders want an opportunity to become guides so that they can eventually become legends and receive. So boards have to split. If the boards don't split, then a legend just gets 8 gifts and then poof goes the board. And then nobody gets an opportunity. When does a guide get an opportunity to become legend, or the builder becoming guide, then becoming legend? So everybody has an equal and fair opportunity to get to legend, from gifter to builder to guide to legend. And that is why the boards have to split, because if they don't, then not everybody will have an opportunity to receive.
Perfect. So that's all automated. The boards have to split.
Mhm.
How do the boards move? Does the system put gifters? How do boards move?
No, people move the boards. So when you invite people into Gift of Legacy and you place them as gifters on your board, they move the boards. The system does not place gifters on the board. There is only one instance when that happens, and you explain that on the bronze board, provided that the board has not closed yet, and when you go and you perpetuate, you'll go back to your previous board to support that board in order to close that board. But that is the only instance there where the system will automatically place you on a previous board that you were currently on. But you still have to click peek and join. So it's not a matter of the system automatically taking you once you've completed a board and placing you there. No, you've got to click peek and join on your bronze, silver, gold, and platinum.
Brilliant. And the only time the system places you automatically is on the Ohana boards. But when you join the Ohana board, you join with a heart commitment to helping to look after the Gift of Legacy system. Fantastic. So let's talk about what's behind you and Hercules there. Gift of Legacy Smart, our new extension, our new thing in Gift of Legacy. Let's go back to the presentation and let's explain GL Smart. Okay, so Gift of Legacy offers you 2 gifting experiences. We've spoken about one. Now we're going to talk about Gift of Legacy Smart. Gift of Legacy Smart is an extension of Gift of Legacy. GL, and that's how we abbreviate Gift of Legacy, GL and GL Smart function independently from each other. GL Smart offers participants the opportunity to participate in a gifting community using a smart contract on the blockchain. To participate in Gift of Legacy Smart, you need a MetaMask or Trust wallet, and you need to load it with Polygon. Once you have your MetaMask or Trust wallet loaded with Polygon, you can connect to Gift of Legacy Smart with the link that is highlighted there in purple. Velissa, please explain what is a smart contract and what is the blockchain?
Before we go into that, okay, yeah. So a smart contract, Gift of Legacy Smart is a smart contract. So basically meaning it is a gifting activity which is currently operating on the blockchain. And I'm sure you guys, when everybody thinks blockchain, they're like, ooh, Bitcoin, ooh, Ethereum, oh my gosh, what are you guys talking about? So the currency, I would say, that we use in Gift of Legacy Smart is called Polygon. So like you get USDT, you get Bitcoin, you get Ethereum, you get TRC, you get different types of currencies or on the blockchain. The currency that is used for Gift of Legacy Smart is Polygon. So like Adele mentioned, once you have set up a MetaMask or your Trust wallet and you have loaded it or funded it with your Polygon, on the wallet itself, please note that you need to go into the browser there to connect to giftoflegacysmart.com. So not because you've downloaded the wallet, because I've been getting a lot of queries of this week, does it mean that you're going to go open up a separate browser on your web browser, on your Google or on your Office, etc. No, you're going to use your wallet, and on the wallet browser, you will connect to giftoflegacysmart.com. And I just want to reiterate to everybody that when you are setting up your wallet, whether it's MetaMask or Trust, please, 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 you need to ensure that you make a copy of your secret phrase. I cannot stress this enough. Please, please remember your login details and your secret phrase, because the last thing you need is your cell phone goes missing, or your laptop goes for a swim with a cup of tea, and you unfortunately don't know your secret phrase, and you need to re-download MetaMask or your Trust wallet. You need to be able to enter in that seed phrase exactly the way it is, because they'll ask you to fill in the missing words, and then you'll be able to connect. So the beautiful thing about Gift of Legacy Smart, it's operating on the blockchain. It's completely transparent, which is amazing. Everything can be viewed on polygonscan.com. And Gift of Legacy is Smart is just how do I explain it? It is just the vehicle that is used to connect you to the smart contract so that you can participate and gift gifts on the blockchain. And I'm very excited about it, Adele, as you can tell.
I'm very excited too. So, Melissa, just to clarify, when we said that GL and GL Smart function independently, let's explain that. Gift of Legacy is a website. It's website based, and Gift of Legacy Smart is on the blockchain. These are two separate systems. If you join Gift of Legacy Smart, it has nothing to do with your Gift of Legacy profiles. And if you're participating in Gift of Legacy, you have nothing to do with GL Smart. They are two different gifting experiences, but under the Gift of Legacy umbrella, so to say, part of the Gift of Legacy family, but absolutely separate. There's no way they can connect, right?
You could not have said it any better, because one is web-based and one is on the blockchain. Completely separate gifting activities. Just two different experiences. For either you can be on both, which is advisable, or you can be on one or the other, or it's entirely up to you.
That's awesome. And we're not limited. GL Smart is not limited to people in Gift of Legacy. I mean, it's great if you understand Gift of Legacy, but anybody can join Gift of Legacy. Anybody can join Gift of Legacy Smart. You don't have to be in both. You can choose which one you like. I must say, I'm leaning a lot towards GL Smart because it fits in with my busy lifestyle. But I love Gift of Legacy. It's where we started, and I love the human connection there. So let's carry on. Let's explain a little bit more. So this is what Gift of Legacy Smart looks like. You saw a Gift of Legacy board. When you log in through your MetaMask or Trust wallet, and you log in with that link, and you open up, you'll get this page on the left-hand side. That is the board that's the page you're going to land on, the dashboard of Gift of Legacy Smart. There are 4 gifting tiers, those 4 colorful blocks. Those tiers allow gifters the freedom of choice, and I'll explain that shortly. Users may join as many active boards as they choose. So in GL, we had 6 boards. Here we've got 4 tiers, and each tier has got 4 different boards on it, but you can join multiple boards of every board. So boards on different tiers may be joined in any order. There are starter boards, there's the GL Classics, the Speed boards and Ubuntu boards, but you don't have to start on starter boards. There's no progression. In Gift of Legacy, there's a progression of the boards. Not in GL Smart. GL Smart, you can plug in and play wherever you would like. You can join any board at any time. If you're somebody who likes to shoot high, you can come in straight for the big boards. If you want to join a specific tier, you can play there wherever you want. You can do whatever you would like. On the starter boards, the lowest value board is the Palina board. Our starter boards all have Hawaiian words. We love Hawaiian words. We love Ohana. We love Pelina. We like Hui and Ohaya. These are all Hawaiian words because it's just something that's a nostalgic touch, part of our connection to Gift of Legacy. It's only nostalgic connections that we have. So you can join a Pelina board for 15 poly, which is less than $4. It fluctuates. Cryptocurrency fluctuates. So if you get it on a good day, you could join for just over, well, maybe just under $3. You could join for just over $3. It just depends on the day. But that is our first starter board. The great thing about Gift of Legacy Smart is you have a wallet, a Trust wallet or MetaMask wallet, and I have one. And when you click join, the blockchain, the cryptocurrency world, connects a wallet to another wallet, sends the gift, and then pops you on the board. So those of you who have participated in Gift of Legacy understand how revolutionary this is. Now you have to send the gift first before you join the board. After the gifting transaction is confirmed, gifters will fill the board. Look on the right-hand side, that's what the board looks like. And we love the yellow dots. So Melissa, if you would touch the animations, please. The gifters on any board in GL Smart will fill up from 1 across to 4 on the top, and then 5 to 8 on the bottom. We do have a board where there are only 4 gifters. I'll talk about that now. But we always fill up a board from 1 to 8 or 1 to 4. And only when all the gifters are there, the board splits. So, Melissa, Gift of Legacy Smart, we still have a board where gifters land and it splits. The only difference here is you need to send the gift on the blockchain before you join a board, right?
100%. So the difference with Gift of Legacy Smart and Gift of Legacy Classic is that you have to have funds in your wallet in order to join a board. There is no communication. So you as a gifter, when you want to join, say, for example, the Pelina board for 15 poly, you need to have the poly available in your wallet. So you will click join and you will automatically be placed on the board and the money will get deducted from your wallet and will automatically be confirmed in the Legends wallet. Once the Legends received it, then you get confirmed on the board. So there's no, like you mentioned earlier, the personal interaction between a gifter and a legend. So if I am having a sleepless night and it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, oh, I'm in the mood to give somebody, I will just click join on the board if I've got the poly available.
Poly.
And whatever board I want to join, I'll join. And then Adele will wake up tomorrow morning. I should be like, oh my gosh, Blissfully Liz has gifted me. You know, you don't have to wait for me to contact you. And I don't need to wait for you to contact me to give me your wallet address. Wallet to wallet communication. It's still peer-to-peer, but it's more wallet to wallet. So the wallets are now communicating. Provided that you've got the poly available in your wallet, you'll get automatically confirmed on the board.
Awesome. And we don't have any personal details on the GL Smart board. There's no names, no phone numbers, no emails. The only way you can join the board is by gifting and allowing the transaction to go from your wallet to somebody else's, and only once you've approved the transaction do you appear on a board, and then you can see where you are. And you can see the boards are really funky. People there have got nicknames. The nicknames can be changed as many times as you would like. Your wallet address is actually your profile. So your wallet is what's important, but we use nicknames. You can choose an icon, those funky pictures around people's nicknames there, and they actually bounce up and down. There's movement on the boards. It's funky. Most people are participating on their mobile phones. You can obviously use any other device, but it's a little bit more funky and with it. And I think more young people are going to be drawn to this, although people of all ages love GL Smart, but I think more young people, the busy professionals, they are the people who are going to really be drawn to GL Smart. What do you think, V?
Okay, gosh, I've been waiting for a smart contract. And finally, we have GL Smart. And I'm just so incredibly grateful to be on this journey with everybody, because this is the future. You know, people from all over the world, people don't want to wait. They want to be like, I want to play with the big boys. I want to join gold, and I want to join platinum, and I want to join all the other boards, and I just want to gift, and I want to keep flying. So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving the wallet to wallet gifting.
I'm getting lots of handy hints here from Hercules, so I'm going to read them. Hercules says, a smart contract is a self-executing agreement written in code, stored and executed on a blockchain. It automatically enforces the terms of an agreement when predetermined conditions are met, eliminating the need for intermediaries and potentially reducing costs and risks. Essentially, it's a digital contract that runs automatically based on predefined rules. A blockchain is essentially a digital, decentralized, and immutable ledger that records transactions across many computers, making it extremely secure and transparent. It's a chain of blocks, with each block containing a batch of verified transactions linked to the previous block via the cryptographic hashes. Okay, this is getting funky here. GL Smart is a safe space. There is no social engineering, no social engineering is possible due to no personal information being required to join. Hercules, do you want to say anything? Because people have been asking us questions about, is it closed? Is it open? How safe is it? I just know it's fun. I know that I can see money immediately leaving my wallet and coming into my wallet, and I've got immediate access to those gifts. Do you want to comment?
Adele, yes, I'm not going to go into close and open, and what the blockchain is the blockchain. A smart contract is a smart contract. As custodians, we have entrusted the development of GL Smart to very smart people that we trust, and the choice is there for everyone to either participate or to give it a pass. We've been beta testing, and we've been officially launched for the last month and a bit. And so if there was anything that was, wrong, besides functionality that we report, and it gets fixed, by now everything is fixed. All contracts have been unpaused and launched for all the boards. And yes, the social engineering, as we've mentioned, GL Smart being a safe space, is because of zero personal information that essentially is shared, unless you know that a nickname of somebody belongs to someone specific that you have prior connection with. For all intents and purposes, GL Smart is a very safe space, and you cannot be scammed like on many other platforms. And so that is important to know. As custodians, we would never expose our community to the potential of deliberately exposing them. On GL Classic, it's a bit different, and because personal information is exchanged, you have to be careful with your profile on Telegram or WhatsApp being hacked, and people pretend to be, if they are a participant on a board, and they see who the legend is and they see who the gifter is. We've had that right in the beginning and in the past. Slightly different, but with GL Smart, it is not possible at all.
safe and secure and so much fun. I'm loving it, Hercules. Thank you. This is amazing. Melissa, let's go to the next slide. So here's the GL smart boards, just like I showed you the purple table of the GL boards. We have the Polina starter boards, and the icon for the Polina boards is the palm tree. Sorry, for the starter boards, the icon is the palm tree. Polina is our first board for 15 poly. Then we have our next board, Hui, 50 poly. Ohaya is 100 poly. And Ohana, which is a nostalgic connection back to our roots in GL, is a 200 poly board. So that is our first tier. The starter boards are a great way to get started. Then we have the GL Classics, and I just love the word GL Classics. This is represented by a crown because of the legend, and in our deaf community, the American Sign Language for legend is actually this, showing a crown, so it's perfect. Gift of Legacy Classic, this tier is not connected to Gift of Legacy, but it's another nostalgic connection to help us remember our roots. We're a community and we do get nostalgic. Here we can participate in the boards we know and are familiar with, but they are on the blockchain. There's a bronze board, 450 poly, silver board, 2000 poly, gold, 7000 poly, and then our platinum, 22,000 poly. So those are the boards on the GL Classics tier. Then we have the speed boards. They're represented by a lightning flash. I love the speed boards. They are something totally different. We have got speed 01, 02, 03, and 04. Speed 1 is 100 poly. Speed 2, 200 poly. Speed 3, 800 poly. And speed 4, 3,200 poly. And here's the catch with the speed boards. We've removed the builders. So you have a legend, a guide on each side, and 2 gifters on each side. 7 people on the board, not 15. The speed boards have been created, listen to this, for fast-paced rewards. But those rewards can only be fast-paced when people join them. So we encourage you, come and hop on a speed board. It's what the community have asked for ages, boards that move quickly and speedily. My personal favorite are the Ubuntu boards. Ubuntu, that concept of community, of I am because you are. We have 4 Ubuntu boards, Ubuntu 200 poly, Ubuntu 1000 poly, Ubuntu 5000 poly, and the Ubuntu 25,000 poly. Ubuntu boards are very special. It's the whole principle of sharing. On the Ubuntu boards, you start receiving from the builder position. When a gifter lands on the board, the builders, the guide, and the legend share the gifts, and I'll explain. So first we have the starter boards. Starter boards, oldest boards always fill up first. Oldest boards mean the first board that was created fills up first. Just like in a community, you have your elders, people who are older, they always go first. So in our community on GL Smart, the oldest boards fill up first. The younger boards, the newer boards that were created, wait their turn. Then the GL Classics tier. This is one tier where a follow option is available, which means there's lineage. And we have created a community lineage called the Smart Chain Open Lineage. This is a community lineage available for everybody in GL Smart. You may create your own lineage, and people who do not want to participate in a lineage will land on the oldest board. So GL Classics supports lineage as well as the oldest boards. And if you really are nostalgic about GL and want to gift on the smart contract, then maybe GL Classics is the tier for you. Speed boards, like I said, are for fast-paced rewards. The board has a legend, 2 guides, and 4 gifters. The legend receives 4 gifts, and oldest boards fill up first. And here's the magic of the Ubuntu boards. Every gift is shared by the legend, who gets 30% of every gift. The guides get 10% of every gift. and the builders get 12.5% of every gift. So the builders start to receive, and by the time all 8 gifters have joined, the builders will have received their joining gift back, and they will still receive in guide and legend, and those gifts can be used to join multiple boards. Gift of Legacy Smart is not about just joining one board and sitting and waiting. You can be on multiple boards multiple times. Plug and play. See where you would like to experience Gift of Legacy Smart. So, Melissa, let's go through this. I will represent Gift of Legacy. Let's do one at a time. I will represent Gift of Legacy, and you represent GL Smart. The differences. Gift of Legacy, website-based.
GL Smart, blockchain-based.
Okay, let's go to the next one. That was pretty simple. In Gift of Legacy, I need to get an invitation link from my friend. I will click on that link, and then I will register and join.
Gift of Legacy Smart, you do not need an invitation link. You just need to know about it. So everybody tell everybody about it so we can get more people involved. There's no invitation link required.
Perfect. Gift of Legacy, you register and then you log in to www.giftoflegacyglobal.com. GL as we know and love it.
And in Gift of Legacy Smart, you connect via your MetaMask or your Trust wallet on the browser there by connecting to giftoflegacysmart.com.
Gift of Legacy, there are 6 boards that are available on your dashboard.
In Smart, there are 4 tiers with 4 boards on each tier, making it a total of 16 boards that you can join. And guess what? You don't need to join them sequentially. You can join whichever ones you want.
And multiple times. So in Gift of Legacy, the boards must be joined sequentially. You have to go in Gift of Legacy, you have to progress from bronze to platinum or from coal to platinum. You have to go sequentially.
In Smart, you can join them in any order. So if you want to join, as Adele says, if you want to play with the big boys, you can go to the higher Ubuntu boards or the platinum boards. Or if you'd like to start and just dabble and try it out, you can start with the starter boards and maybe even a couple of the speed boards.
In Gift of Legacy, the perpetual cycle is essential on all boards. In Gift of Legacy, you join the higher board and then the perpetual cycle. If you have not joined the perpetual cycle, you will not be able to join higher boards. So the goal of Gift of Legacy is for everybody to be on the perpetual cycle of all 6 boards. That has always been the goal and the dream of Gift of Legacy.
Gift of Legacy Smart, there is no perpetual cycle, but because we all love sending and receiving gifts, guess what? When we start getting gifts on our boards, then we join another board and we keep joining boards. And so when we complete our bronze cycle, we won't just only join silver and not join bronze because we want to receive again in bronze. So we are encouraged to join the perpetual cycle or to use your gifts to join other boards.
That's the fun part. Gift of Legacy, a user may only join the 6 boards one at a time. So those 6 boards that you see on your dashboard, you can only be on them one at a time with each profile, and you have to join in sequence.
The beauty of Smart is that you can join all 16 boards. Sorry. And if I want to join 5 Ohana boards, guess what? I can join 5 Ohana boards with my one profile. And that's the wonderful, wonderful thing about it.
In Gift of Legacy, the board will split when 4 gifters have gifted on the one hemisphere, except on Ohana, where the board splits when 8 gifters have gifted. So in GL, when one side is filled up, the guide will split off and make their own board, except Ohana.
And in GL Smart, the board only splits when all 8 gifters have joined a board. So boards have to be full from gifter number 1 to number 8, or on a speed board from 1 to 4, and then only does a board break and new boards are created.
In Gift of Legacy, users follow their inviter. So if I join Gift of Legacy using Velissa's invitation link, I will always follow her. I will follow her on the boards, on my initial cycle and my perpetual cycle. If I cannot find a space to join a board on Velissa's board, I will follow somebody in the lineage. I will follow somebody that belongs to our team. That's what's going to happen in Gift of Legacy.
In GL Smart, the starter boards, the speed boards, and the Ubuntu boards are all filled via oldest board first, but the GL Classics, so this is very important to remember. So I'm excited. I'll give you an example. I've just heard about GL Smart. Hercules phoned me up and he said, Velis, we have this amazing opportunity and we would like you to join GL Smart, but we'd like you to join the beautiful global smart chain lineage. And I'm so excited. I'll complete the form. Admin gets back to me and says to me, Velissa, this is the wallet address that you are going to follow. So I'm naughty and I'm like, oh, can you just tell me who this wallet is? I'm like, oh, it is Bev from Panama. I'm like, yay, I get to follow Bev on bronze. So I go to my profile and I go under GL Classic and I go to bronze and I paste Bev's wallet address there to follow her. I have now committed to follow Beverly on all my bronze perpetual boards. So when I click join on my bronze board, I will go and find Beverly and I will join on Beverly's bronze board, right? If I've completed that board, and because I'm following her, and once I've reached legend and I receive all gifts, and then Bev now hasn't managed to rejoin her bronze board. Therefore, I will then, and I click join before I contact her, then I will go to the oldest board. Does that make sense, Adele?
It does. So you always follow the wallet that you have chosen to follow on that tier, on that
Correct.
board. But if you cannot follow the wallet, you will then go to oldest boards. So oldest boards are supported. But if you cannot find your person, you're not looking for family. There's no family in GL Smart. There's no generations. You either follow the wallet or you go to oldest board. In Gift of Legacy, if I can't find who I'm following, I look for their father, their grandfather, their great-grandfather. And in GL, I'll only go to an oldest board if there's absolutely nobody else for me to follow, or if I've been naughty and been removed 3 times from a board. But in GL Smart, you only follow a wallet, and if you can't find the wallet, you go to oldest board. Boom, done.
And I need to also just reiterate that I can follow Beverly on bronze, Adele on silver, Hercules on gold, and Anne on platinum. It's entirely up to me. However, what the beautiful thing is of our wonderful global smart chain lineage is that when I'm ready to join the next board, I just complete the form for that tier, for the silver board, and I'll say, hey, admin, I'm ready to join silver because I'm a good steward of my gifts. I've received my first 4 gifts on my bronze, on my GL Classic board, and I'm excited. I want to gift on silver already. So I'll contact admin, I'll complete the form, and then they will give me a wallet that I can follow. And then that wallet will be the wallet that I follow on silver. So GL Smart is very different from Gift of Legacy in the sense that you can follow a different wallet on each tier.
Absolutely. What's the last one, Nevi? In Gift of Legacy, gifters follow inviters on the boards. And this is what Velissa was saying now. Do you want to explain what happens in GL Smart?
So you follow a wallet in Gift of Legacy Smart. So you have decided to join Gift of Legacy Smart. You've contacted admin. You've got a wallet to follow. You will join the board where that wallet is on. It doesn't necessarily mean that you will join in the same hemisphere of that wallet. So if Beverly is guide number 2, and there is a gifter, 1 and 2 has already been gifted on the board, and I click join, I will be gifter number 3. The gifters join the boards sequentially. So if gifter number 1 spot is taken, then gifter number 2 spot will become available, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8. So that is how you join a board in Gift of Legacy Smart. And then the beautiful thing is when that board breaks, then everybody else who is following those wallets that are currently on the board will get to fill up the boards from 1 to 8 as well.
That's amazing. I love that we just go to a board. There's so many things that are similar, but so different. And it's great to have change. It's great to have something different. Hey, V, I love it.
Absolutely, yeah. I just see Herky's got something to say. Please, can we let Herky have something to say?
Of course.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Adele, for showing us the differences between the two concepts, or no longer concepts, between the two activities, I should say. I think important enough is to also mention the similarity. One very important similarity between Gift of Legacy and Gift of Legacy Smart, other than the connectivity to the name Gift of Legacy, is that you can join both at no cost. You can create a profile in Gift of Legacy, and you can create a profile with Gift of Legacy Smart, and it does not cost you anything. However, when you participate in the activity of gifting, that is when you would have to send a gift or take money out. So there's a very important similarity between both, and that is that it is absolutely free to join. No membership fee, no joining fee. I think it's important that everybody takes notice of that. Thank you.
Absolutely, Hercules. And another very important one, in Gift of Legacy Smart, a huge similarity is that we are peer-to-peer gifting. Gift of Legacy Smart do not hold any of the gifts. The gifts are sent from me to somebody else via some gifting platform or system in Gift of Legacy, and gifts are sent from my wallet to somebody else's wallet directly, without any middleman, any interference in GL Smart. GL does not hold any of the gifts. Phyllis, that's very important.
So important, because a lot of people thought that the smart contract was actually holding the gifts and then the gifts were sent forward. No, the wallets are communicating to each other. So my wallet will communicate with Adele's wallet, which will communicate with Hercules' wallet, which will communicate with somebody else's wallet. So there is no money that's held in the system. But just to go back to what Herky mentioned earlier, that we're just so blessed to be a part of, or to be able to participate in 2 gifting activities at no cost. However, when we support both these gifting activities, then we're actually supporting the running of both gifting activities. So that's why we're just encouraging everybody to please get your friends involved, get your family involved, get those you love involved, because this is a wonderful, wonderful way of exchanging gifts all over the world.
Absolutely. So we just want to thank each one of you for joining us tonight. Thank you for watching the recording. I see some people are watching live on YouTube, and that's really important. We have always asked people to invite their friends, their family, their colleagues to join Gift of Legacy. And the best way to invite somebody is to share our YouTube link. Share the YouTube link. we invite everybody in Gift of Legacy to join our YouTube channel, subscribe, like the recordings, like the short videos. We've got amazing videos. They've been translated into many of the languages. There's still more to come on how to join boards, what GL Smart looks like. Join our YouTube channel. Share the link. If you really don't know how to explain all of this to somebody, share the YouTube link and they can go and watch presentations. They can look at videos. But this presentation that we've gone through tonight, we would invite everybody to use this as the standard going forward at the moment until we maybe change it and tweak it again, to use this to explain Gift of Legacy. That song at the beginning said, this is Gift of Legacy. And this that we have shared with you over the last hour, this is Gift of Legacy. 2 gifting experiences, very similar, slightly different, both amazing, but they're in part of the same beautiful community that we all know and love. Melissa, we really encourage people to go out and share this presentation, right?
Absolutely. Everybody in every language group, please share this presentation, share it with your communities. I'm encouraging all the leaders to translate them, to share them, to have Zooms. Invite us on these Zooms. We'll try and make them. And just get the word out there and let people, because a lot of people are wondering, is Gift of Legacy Smart the same as Gift of Legacy? So I think what's happened here tonight is such a beautiful comparison between the two, and also how the two are a little different and how it's for everybody. Both of them are for everybody, and we're encouraging everybody to join.
Awesome. Thanks. Hercules, Gift of Legacy is just amazing. It's a blessing to all of us. We just want people to go out there and invite people in.
Absolutely. And as I always say, you have choice. You either participate in this amazing activity and be part of something really beautiful, or you do something else. A few individuals have taken it upon themselves to put this and make this available to the global community, and we will keep on doing it because it's fulfilling to us. And I really encourage everybody else to become part, and not just part, but be enthusiastic about your participation. Really get what it means to gift somebody without expecting an immediate return on your good deed, but knowing that it will come back to you tenfold, 20-fold, because in the giving lies the receiving. So it is amazing, and I am very proud to be part of this, and I think everybody else should be too. Thank you very much, Adele and Melissa, for this beautiful professional presentation. It is amazing. I really appreciate the effort that has gone into this. I really enjoyed it and appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Hercules. Thanks, Melissa. It was so much fun to present with you. It's so much fun to just share Gift of Legacy. And we really encourage everybody to share Gift of Legacy, not just one part, but share the GL community with your community, and give people the choice, give them the options, and invite more people in. Let's reach out. Let's share that YouTube link, and let's get other communities involved. And you know what, we're always developing. We've always got something up our sleeves, and we might just have a few more things up our sleeves. But right now, we would like everybody to really know what Gift of Legacy is. V, I'll leave it over to you to close the Zoom.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who's joined us here on the Zoom, live on YouTube, in all the translation groups. Thank you. Guys, let's start spreading the word. Let's alleviate this thing called poverty. We need to get rid of it. We've got the tool right here. We've got the tools. We've actually got 2 tools in our toolbox Two very, very handy tools. We've got Gift of Legacy and Gift of Legacy Smart. So let's bring the world together. Let's start gifting heart to heart, peer to peer, wallet to wallet. And yeah, let's see each other on the boards. I think the most fun thing for me is guessing everybody's nicknames. And then I'm like, okay, no, that's not even that person. But it's been fun. It's so much fun. And whether you're 18 years old or 84 years old, it's for you. So thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate all of you. Connect with us in the Telegram groups. Connect with us on the Zooms. We really, really, really appreciate all of you. Thank you, guys. God bless you and good night.
Good night.